respond to the madness of yesterday. It's been a fascinating journey to sort of speak my mind about stuff that's sort of floated around in there for a long time. That, the score is 10-1. You should know that. Like, the private DMs I get versus the public disrespect I get, it's 10-1. And the people that are in my DMs saying they absolutely agree with every single thing or most of what I say are not, private accounts or hidden accounts or any of that stuff. Like, they are full-on employed tradesmen and women. And the only ones that are, it's the same old story. You've got some fake account or some private account, and with that anonymity gives you the balls to say things you wouldn't say in public. And that's the difference between, frankly, between you and me. It's Baker Plumbing, it's my face, everything about it is real, and this is what I think. And that's where everybody gets all twisted into knots. We've all heard the phrase, the blue collar family or blue collar forever. And the only insults that are thrown at me are, the biggest one is I'm old. Older than old compared to what? Compared to you? Because I'm 15, 20, 25 years older than you? Dude, that goes by like that. And then you're going to be the old guy. And I guess I'll still be around. You tell me how that, makes you feel. So I'm old. I'm 54 and still on the tools. How is that an insult? Imagine building a life that you don't need to take a break from, that you love, that invigorates you every single day. I'm in perfect health. I just signed off on my health form. If I die today, 7 figures are going to the people that I love. That's the type of health. No, it's not, what you see on the commercial, $100,000 or $200,000. Millions and millions and millions of dollars. It's shown up because I'm perfectly healthy. And what's the alternative? What would you guys suggest I do? Go to Mexico and drink myself into chasing loose women? Is that what you guys think this means? Like, is it blue collar forever or is it not? I'm the epitome, to speak boldly, of blue collar forever and blue collar family. Like, my family is legitimately blue collar. I don't have to do some weird, amoeba type family bullshit to call them family. My kids work for me. I've created the blue collar family. And you guys try and spin that as some sort of insult or pejorative or, I'm doing something wrong. And the only thing that you tell me that is true, that I fully admit, is that I don't monetize this stuff well, or at all, because I don't have to and I don't want to. Imagine being here without looking for an angle. Imagine just showing up and having a good time, not looking for a handout, not looking to be, validated by manufacturers, not looking to sell out, just be here and be who you are. It is bananas to me that these people are so visceral about it. And I'm going to call, there's a dude that was on there that was saying, some ridiculous stuff. Oh yeah, my personality is bad and my content is bad. Yet you guys know who I am. You all know who I am. I have no idea who you are. And there was, on those comments last night, a very heavy set plumber from Ontario that was shooting his mouth off, which actually surprised me because he forgot to change his name. He has since corrected that, but he has the little Milwaukee symbol. That dude phoned me like a year ago because he was starting up his business, and we talked for 45 minutes about running a business and gave him some tips and then some advice, and he was very grateful. And yet, so that was a private conversation. That's the difference between everything that happens here, is that in private you guys say this, and in public you say that. And that very big dude in private was very gracious and thankful, and we had a very harmonious conversation about business, about life. I wished him luck. I told him to call me anytime. And then in public, he says some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard. And so just to make it clear, this is how this works. Everybody has access to me. You can DM me, you can message me, you can do whatever you want, and I will pick up the phone. Unless you've taken this relationship and abused it somehow. And those people know who they are, because I will not speak with them. You have lost access to me. And in public, you can say, who cares? In private, you know what that means. You know what that means. So, pick your lane. You guys, so many of you are just so hypocritical about this whole process that it is disappointing. I'll admit it. And then the last one is now I'm a bully because I'm not I'm messing with people's money. I'm not messing with anything. I am not gatekeeping anything. I'm just telling you how this works, and you're unhappy about it. That's how this begins and ends. I say something that is true that you're not happy about, and then the facts come out. And one day you'll realize, as is going to be the new catchphrase around here, that old man was right. That old man was right. And I am right. These things have life cycles. They do not continue in perpetuity. Better look that word up too. Anyway, hashtag blue collar, unless you go against the narrative. I thought we learned stuff about that. Like if I can't question what's going on, everybody freaks out. I thought COVID taught us how the oppressors try and make sure that there's no outline opinions or narratives or questions. Just do what you're told. This is what we say. Dirty hands, clean money. You pay me for my time or for my experience, not my time, and on and all the bullshit. And there are you guys, that aren't risking shit, that are actually turning away from the trade. You're trying to kick out from the trade so that you can be an influencer. That's it. That's what it is. And I got, I don't even know, a minute and a half. So and what are these middlemen doing? These media companies. You know what they're going to do? You know how this is going to go? They're going to cut you little guys out. Unless you join their stable, you're out. Because the point is, the emphasis is, why go to an individual person for each thing when you can just go to the conglomerate? That's what they're trying to do. And so either you're going to join the media companies or they're going to cut you out. They're the gatekeepers. This is how this works. But this is how they're going to try and, it won't work, is the point. But that's what they're trying to do. If it did work, you would have to go to an agency to post on Instagram. And the agency would approve your shit because it would be approved by the vendors that the agency works for. Not the vendors. It would be approved by the manufacturers. Like, it's clear as day, and you guys refuse to see it. Anyway, my thoughts, not yours. Everybody have an excellent Monday.